Can a £2 Temu sharpener possibly be as good as or even better than my trusty Swordfish IKON? That's a sharpener that I've used for the last 8 years to sharpen my pastel pencils. You're going to find out in this video. Stay to the very end. I'm going to share with you a fantastic tip to make both these sharpeners last as long as possible. Let's dive right in. Okay, so let's have a quick look at these sharpeners and look at this cheap £2 Temu one first. There's lots of surprising things on there, to be honest. If you look in here, I'm not sure if you can see the white plastic inside the workings of it, and that actually pulls the pencil in. So you just feed the tip of the pencil in, and as you turn in the crank, it pulls it in on this kind of ratchet system. Really ingenious. On the back, as usual for this type of sharpener, you can twist it and pull the blade out. Okay, there's another very ingenious thing in there. You've got a button on the back you can push in if your nib actually breaks in there. Just put this back together. If I can line up those plastic lugs, that's quite easy. So if you're actually sharpening and it breaks, you just push that. That's brilliant. I'd love to see that in all of these type of sharpeners. Okay, so that's the plastic one. As you'd expect, the Swordfish IKON is much more robustly made, and it should be for the money. Works on this kind of spring-loaded system that we normally see on these type of sharpeners. Now, the type of pencils I've got to sharpen are vibrant coloured ones, so yellows, reds, oranges, because they're the ones that, if any, are going to break. They seem a little bit softer. So we just push the pencil in. This is our Temu one again, and then as you turn it, you see it's dragging the pencil in. It engages into the sharpener, and then we're just going around. Now, the one issue straight away I've got, it's awkward because it doesn't have one of these kind of clamps that you see on these sharpeners. So that's a problem. It's got the hole on the bottom for one, right there, but no clamp comes with it. Once you finish sharpening, just pull the pencil out, and there you go. Really nice sharp point. Let me show you the Swordfish in comparison, and I'll just attach this to my table, hopefully quite quickly for you. So that's the benefit then. I don't have to have my hands holding the sharpener, so we just pop him in, and then I've got a new blade in there, so it only takes a couple of turns. As you can see, that's nice and sharp too. So both really quite comparable. Now, what about one of the pencils that's normally really hard to sharpen, Caran d'Ache. I don't use them often because they're a nuisance to sharpen. They're that little bit thicker, this hexagonal type of shape, than most other pencils, so they usually don't fit in. Let me just see if it'll fit in here. You see, it's like half a millimeter out. It just doesn't want to fit in. It will drag in, but it's not particularly happy with it. And some of the pencils are, you see, it's difficult to pull out. A little bit bigger again. You can see it's kind of scratching the wood. Let's get a different color to do it on the Temu sharpener. So I just push him in to start a little bit, and then I can hold it. You see it's moving the table because I've got it pushed down quite hard, and then pull it out and see what it's done. Pretty good. Let's go a little bit sharper. Let's see if it can do it. Seems to take more turns with this sharpener. You know, for £2, that's really, really good. Now, the thing will be, can it keep going? Because with the Swordfish, I can do lots and lots of pencils before it wears out. You see, I've got to turn a lot of times to get it sharp, but it does go sharp. Whereas with the Swordfish, you can hear probably a different kind of quality to it. Once again, that's very sharp as well. What can I say? It's really, really surprising. I'm not fussed on the fact that it's kind of disposable. just by the feel of it, I think that it's not going to do many pencils until it wears out. Okay, because no matter what anybody says to you, all sharpeners will wear out with pastel pencils. The very nature of the makeup of the pastel, it's going to erode or wear out these sharpeners quite quickly. Even my Swordfish one, I expect it to wear out, you know, quite quickly. I'll only get perhaps a drawing or two out of it. And then what I do, why have I got two on the table? I take the blade out of this one once it's starting to wear out, put it in a second one that I've got, and then put a new sharp one in here. And then I just use this for my soft colors and when I want it really sharp for details at the end. And if it's darker colors and, you know, just not really needing to be that sharp, I use this one, the older blade. So that makes it all last that bit longer. So what's that extra tip I promised? Put a graphite pencil, a woodless one, just like this. It can be any brand, pick the cheapest one you can find. Sharpen that perhaps every 4 or 5 pastel pencils, and the graphite will help to lubricate the blade in all sharpeners, and they will last that bit longer. They're not going to last forever, believe me, they won't, none do, but it will keep it going a bit longer. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, I'm really sure that you're going to enjoy my next one too. If you enjoyed that video, I'm really sure you're going to enjoy this next one.